Okay, today, third graders, we're going to learn about being respectful to all the adults here at Derby Ridge in the whole school. Okay, so Mir. We can be respectful to all the adults in the whole school. And Mir. Okay, so I'm going to teach you some things about what it means to be respectful, to respond appropriately to adults. Okay, so the first thing that we need to do when an adult comes up to us and they give us a direction or they're trying to tell us something maybe we could work on is we need to look at the person who is speaking. Okay, Brecken. So if I were to be talking to Brecken, Brecken's going to stand up and he's going to look me in the eye just like this the whole time that I'm talking. See how he's still looking at me?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks, Brecken. The second thing is that we need to wait quietly while the teacher is talking, which means no interrupting the teacher until they are absolutely done talking to you. Okay, you need to wait quietly. Okay, so Raquel, stand up. Raquel, I was noticing you were having a little bit trouble staying focused today during math. Do you think you could work on that next time? So do you see how she waited quietly while I was talking and then she responded to me?
Yes.
Perfect. Thanks, Raquel. The third thing is you need to be thinking about what the adults are saying because most of the time they're going to be telling you something that you might need to work on. Okay? They're trying to tell you that to help you. So your job by listening respectfully and responding respectfully is that you're thinking about what is being said. Okay, Sojourner. Sojourner, I was noticing you weren't being very safe at recess.
I'll change that.
Okay, perfect. So Sojourner kind of took a little bit to think about what I was saying and then she responded. Okay, so as students, it's okay for you to just take a few seconds to think before you respond. Right? That's going to help you respond more respectfully. Okay, number 4 is that most importantly, you need to respond appropriately. Okay, and step 6 is we're going to tell you a little bit about how you respond appropriately. Okay, so Amari, I was noticing that you were using a little bit of an attitude today.
Okay, I'll change.
Perfect. Okay, so if you couldn't hear her, she said, okay, I will change that, Miss Smith. Okay, so she responded appropriately. It's also okay if a teacher comes up to you and you're confused by what they say, it's okay for you to ask a question. Okay? So Xavier. Notice how Xavier's standing up. He's going to be looking at the adult who is speaking, so he needs to make eye contact. He's going to wait quietly while I'm talking. Xavier, I was noticing you weren't being very safe on the playground.
Can you show me what I did on the playground, Miss Smith?
Sure, you were kind of taking the ball and you were chucking it at a friend, whereas you could have just kind of taken the ball and handed it nicely to him. That wasn't being very safe.
Okay, Miss Smith, I'll change it.
Perfect. So when I said to Xavier, I noticed you weren't being very safe, he said to me, well, can you show me what you mean by that? It's okay to ask them a question. Here is the most important thing. You need to use appropriate tone and volume when you talk to someone, okay? So that means that your tone of voice means how you say something. You need to talk calmly and nicely to the teacher. Most importantly, your volume is going to be at a level 2 speaking voice, okay? This is a level 2 speaking voice, okay? So, appropriate tone and volume when you are doing these things. So again, being a respectful Derby Dragon and responding respectfully and appropriately to adults means you look at the person who is speaking, you wait quietly while they're speaking, you think about what they're saying, you ask questions if you are stuck or confused, you respond with appropriate tone and volume. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go through some examples. It's really important that I, as a teacher, I'm going to be showing you guys what it means to not respond appropriately, and you guys are going to have a chance to actually be the teachers at some point. And then at some point you might get to model what it means to respond respectfully. Okay?
Okay.
Woo! Not very good.
Amelia, can you please stop flipping your water bottle?
Sure. I guess I'll put my water bottle right here like it's supposed to be.
Thank you.
No problem. So that was how you would appropriately respond to a teacher when they ask you to do something. This is how that a student would respond in an inappropriate way, or a student who is not respecting their adults in all settings, including the lunchroom. I wasn't even doing anything. Not even doing anything. Gosh. No, I'm not. Great.
Remember, Derby Dragons, always be respectful to all the adults in Derby Ridge.
No, we weren't doing anything. What are you talking about? Yay!
Sure,
Okay, yeah, you're right. We'll walk this time. Okay, Derby Dragons, so in that last example, you saw Mrs. Greer and I pretending to be the students. This was the teacher, and she asked us nicely to please be safe when we were coming down the stairs. The appropriate way to respond is by us saying, okay, you're right, we'll be safe, and then going and trying it again by walking. We hope to see some of these amazing examples of you responding appropriately and respectfully to adults across the whole school. Thanks.